Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 5th annual Burkeland Royal Games. We are here on Burkeland Isle, showing the highlights of the tournament as the factions of Tradelands pit their skill, their determination, even their very lives to earn the trophy of King Burke, and the right to call themselves the greatest athletes in the game. And as any world-class sport deserves, we are here to give you all the nonsensical commentary and useless replays that your heart desires while we review the highlights of the 5th Burkeland Royal Games. Hello everyone, you all know me as the host from Tradelands Nation, along with my co-host today, the game analyst and podcaster DrowningFish.
Hello.
We are here to bring you all the highlights of these competitions. For those interested in just the highlights, we will be showcasing the most important moments in our next monthly report. But if you desire to see the full action of these games, then this video is for you. And I can already hear the crowd behind me as Nar has posted the results of our last event on the scoreboard by the arena. Let's take a look at the results of the couples clash. Blackwind Cove wins the opening event with a clean sweep of all contestants. Nova Balreska's Team Chancellor came in a close second place finish with 4 wins and 1 loss. Strong performance to start off these games for these two challengers. Whitecrest unfortunately in 3rd place, with both teams combining for a total of only 3 wins and 7 losses. A very concerning start for the faction's future performance in these Burkeland Royal Games. Next up is our Mortar Competition. The rules in this competition are simple. Hit targets for points. We will record the hit count during the event, and the damage done to the targets is calculated at the end of the event, which is what will ultimately determine the winner. Teams have 2 minutes to hit targets with a mortar, which has to be mounted on a kestrel. Smaller targets are worth more points, while larger targets are worth less. There is 1 target in the far corner that has a different colored bullseye on it, and it is worth 5 times as many points if players can hit this. However, this little target is notoriously difficult to hit, but doing so can pretty much ensure that your team will win the round, or at least make it harder for the other teams to catch you. First up, we have Ali and PMCVS representing Nova Balreska's Mortar Team 1. They were the winners of the preliminaries, so they will also receive an advantage token, which gives them the option to defer their second round to a point later in this tournament.
This is a very useful tool to have, because you can break up a team that is having a good run, making them have to find their targets again.
Yep, I agree. Nova can effectively force a team to defer their second round and they can take their place instead, meaning that that team that they're displacing will have to go through the action of finding the range on their targets twice instead of just once, the first time. That's an important advantage. I bet most teams find their second round will be better than their first, just because they found the right range and can then start scoring points more quickly, instead of having to start over from scratch, which is effectively what you're doing every time you have to move your ship. Teams get 2 minutes to score as many hits as they can. A reminder that smaller targets are worth more points, and the win ultimately goes to the one that can receive the highest damage score. So while hits matter, it's not the end-all be-all of who will win this competition.
We have no hits so far, and we're almost a minute in.
There's PMCVS with the first point for Nova. A demonstration of what we were talking about earlier. Most of these shots are overshooting their targets. Nova's mortar doctrine is built around accuracy at range, meaning that they're starting their shots in the downward position and then inching up with each shot to find the right range. PMCVS delivering a second shot, Ali with the third. Can they get the combo though? No. They are quickly running out of time here. They've really got to get some points on this board. Ali with another. And that's time. A decent start for Nova Mortar Team 1, who will now step off the line and let the next team go. Remember that they will be able to play their second round at a time of their choosing later in this competition. Next up is Komodo and Toxo representing Whitecrest Mortar Team 1.
We are likely to see a different strategy here. This faction focuses on accuracy of shots instead of just range.
Toxo with a hit in the opening volley. Notice how they start by firing into the middle of the target area instead of just in the back. They will be making a lot of multi-directional adjustments instead of just lining up their shots and then inching their guns upward until they can get a hit, like we saw with the Nova Balreska team.
It takes a lot of skill to do it that way though.
Yeah, it's really a testament to the skills of these challengers, as well as the doctrine which they're training with every day and every night in order to be effective combat fighters. Komodo with a hit there for Whitecrest's second. It's worth noting that Whitecrest has won the last 2 mortar competitions at these Burkeland Royal Games, so they're no strangers to the pressure that's involved here, as well as how to hit these targets.
Third hit. If they get one more, they tie Nova.
Missed by inches. There's 4. Can they get another one in the last few seconds? Ooh, so close. Number 5. And that's time. A good start with a +1 advantage on Nova and is currently in first place. Okay, let's do a quick replay and compare the mortar doctrines of these 2 factions. First, on the left, you'll see Nova's opening shot, and on the right is Whitecrest. Notice the difference in the trajectory. That's because Nova has their mortars starting in the down position. They're basically attempting to determine the range, while Whitecrest is starting in the upward position when they're firing. This isn't wrong, it's just a fundamental difference in how these 2 factions train with their mortars, where Nova is aiming for better accuracy at range, whereas Whitecrest is more focused on precision firing. It gives Whitecrest a significant leg up in the opening moments of each round, but as we saw, both strategies can be equally as effective.
Ultimately, it's about how you adjust your shots to hit your target, and that comes down to skill and good teamwork.
And Whitecrest has opened their second round rapidly, scoring 2 points already. Wait, no, make that 3 points in the first 30 seconds, getting a 2-point combo on their last spread. No hits. Two more out and no hits. Looks like we have a yellow card.
What's a yellow card?
Yellow card is your warning. Most likely it's that one of the contestants either stepped off their mortar, either to get a better angle, look at their shots more clearly, or actually most likely it's because someone ran out of round shot and they need to get more from their team leader.
Most likely this card is on Toxo, based on Komodo. Continues to shoot.
We can't see the chat while we're streaming, so we'll have to make a quick cut here in a second to try and confirm if that's the case. And he hits number 4. Either way, it's a 30-second shot penalty. Not the end of the world, and we confirmed it was in fact Toxo running out of ammo, and this time, well, round's over. Toxo makes up for his card with the last shot of the round. 5 hits total, bringing the number to beat to 10 for all of our future challengers. Whitecrest is now in first place with a total of 10 hits, but it all comes down to damage output in the end, so stay tuned. Next up is Real Homie Synth and CBJ representing Whitecrest Mortar Team 2. Nova choosing not to attempt to intervene with their advantage token, meaning they believe they can still catch up to Whitecrest's performance. Now we can hear the Wizards of Whitecrest casting their spells in the crowd as they pull up to the line. The number to beat now is 10. With 2 attempts, let's see what this team can do. Joe Burke himself appears to have come out to watch.
CBJ with the first hit.
Real Homie Synth with his first hit. CBJ with the combo. Triple shot combo by Real Homie Synth.
No dice on the 4th shot, but they're on the way.
Whoa! Real Homie Synth! That's a 5 hit plus the bonus. Six hits, they just keep coming.
This team is playing off each other so well. They're very coordinated, very accurate shots being made at these targets.
Oh, so close. Wizards are out there casting spells again, hoping for a few more points on this board. There's still time. That's hit 7. There's the time, but the damage is done. 7 hits on the board, one of them on the bonus bullseye, effectively worth 12 hits in total. Just look at this replay. Look at the accuracy of the shots, how they're playing across the entire board. Excellent coordination between these two as they select their targets. No crossing shots, taking time to ensure good bracketing, and then hitting this 3-shot combo before delivering this fantastic, perfectly placed shot on the bonus target off in the back. Real Homie Synth delivering an absolute beauty. Boom. And no surprise that Ali and PMCVS are now going to use their advantage token here.
They have to make them break up their run, or they will have range on the targets and could be unbeatable in round 2.
Yep, this is exactly the right time to be using that. But of course, that's going to give Whitecrest the advantage to use in the future if they need it. But for now, it's Ali and PMCVS at the line. So let's see what they can do.
It looks like these two have swapped spots on the line from their first run.
They'll need 6 hits to keep up with the current leader. That's Whitecrest Mortar Team 1, who ended their 2 sets with 10 hits on the board. First shots are away. PMCVS with Nova's first hit. Near miss, just wide. Both those shots went long.
We are seeing a lot of this today, overshooting the targets.
It's a result of the angle they are using to aim. Orthographic projections to the human eye in order to get a 3D angle on a two-dimensional screen like this. It's around 30 degrees, but on some screens that just won't work because you just can't see where you're aiming. So they're doing the best they can. Just short of the target on that shot by Ali. And there it is, a quick adjustment and Ali makes it 2. Third hit delivered by PMCVS. Combo shot!
Nice.
Ali hits on his third adjustment, PMCVS hitting on the far target on his first try, a testament to his range finding from round 1. Unfortunately, that ends the round. 5 hits are on the board, not enough. Nova still has one more team to go though, so they're not out yet, but the pressure is on to beat Whitecrest's total of 10 hits. But up next we have Florida and Centurion 041 representing Blackwind Pirates Mortar Team 1. These two are both veterans of the Prashovian Wars, as well as many of these contestants that we're seeing in today's matchup. Already I can see that they're pushing their mortars into the full down position. That's a sign of their training again. Both of these shots will go long. I can say that even before they land.
This is the same thing we saw with the Nova team. They just keep starting from the farthest range and moving up to the targets instead of just aiming at them.
Looks like they actually found their range pretty quick. One other thing we can see about the Blackwind teams, both of these players are attempting to hit the same target. Again, it's a doctrinal choice. Based on their faction's mortar training, they risk getting some double hits, but it shows excellent coordination between these two. 2 shots made at the middle target, 1 hit, 1 miss. And of course, the downside to this approach is that you are less likely to get combo shots, but you're also more likely to ensure that you get hits, effectively doubling your chance to hit a target because you're firing at that range. You're firing at that target twice. Two hits on the board now. Three hits. And through their teamwork, they're able to consistently go after the same targets.
In Tradelands, you usually only hit 10% of the time with these guns. Aiming twice makes a big difference in terms of scoring points.
Alright, we're in the last few seconds now. Miss.
There's been a lot of those, unfortunately.
Time. That's it. Surely a disappointing first set for Blackwind. They will have to put up a strong second half now if they're going to stay in this game. Let's look at the replay. Just look at the coordination in these shots. A lot of training went into this. The shot leader is calling the target. They're able to establish a bracket, and then they're able to adjust accordingly. A very effective strategy against larger targets like ships. Just has the unfortunate impact of missing a lot in these smaller targets that we're seeing inside of this competition, especially in round 1.
They might have the range on the targets now. Their strategy can pay off here if they did.
Right you are. So let's see what they do in round 2. And already they're hitting the mark in their opening volley. A 1-2 combo, showing exactly what we just mentioned about finding the right range and then capitalizing on it.
That's 3 points now. They have all their points from round 1. Just imagine what it would be like to go up against them in the real ship battle.
We're probably going to get a chance to see that later when we watch the Termingen tussle.
There's 4, they're back in it again.
Hit number 5. 1 more and they tie Nova. 2 more and they're tied with the leader. 2 shots are out. Both are long. There's 6. Okay, they're running out of time now. Can they add any more? 7. That ties the leader. And time. Wow, a lot to be proud of here. 10 total hits on target. It will come down to damage output on those targets, but overall, great performance by Blackwind Mortar Team 1. Next, we'll have Null and 1234 Williams 4321 representing Nova Balreska, Mortar Team 2. They're in an interesting position here. They need a total of 10 hits to stay competitive, but this group definitely is capable of doing more. First shots are out. Two more misses. All puts him on the board early. That shot's long. It's not even in frame. Both long. Both missed by inches. There's a hit by Williams. They are making slow and steady progress. Both those shots are long again. Both long again. Looks like Williams is going for the one in the back. We'll have to review it at the end here, but it looks to me like they're overshooting their targets. That's most likely because the angle in which they're doing their shots. There's 3. They're playing very aggressive here. I mean, they may want to shift their focus and start working on hitting some of these other larger targets instead of focusing on the one in the back.
I think they are going for points, not hits.
Null delivers the 4th hit. Well, you don't get points if you don't get hits.
Null with number 5. He's having a good game.
And that's it. That's a respectable first round. Let's look at the hit markers for this run in our replay. Here we can clearly see the line of attack for our 2 contestants. If you count the shots that were out of frame, 2/3 of all their shots were long, or past the target, and many of them aren't even close to the target. That usually happens when you can't see where the target is landing, typically because the angle you're using when you're aiming your shots. My general advice, if this happens to you, is if it looks like you hit the target but you didn't, then inch your mortar up. Just a fraction of a degree, chances are you're actually overshooting your target, and these can turn those misses into hits.
Another thing, 1/3 of all their shots are on the target in the back. Good aggressive move by Team Nova. But 10 or more shots taken. All misses. Some of these were likely to be hits if they were aimed at the rest of the board. A risky choice. Unfortunately, it didn't pay off for them like they hoped.
Williams appears to be maneuvering his ship prior to the opening of round 2. He's trying to get a better angle than he had the first time.
I guess we'll see if it works for them.
Williams gets them started this time. Tandem shots for the combo attempt. Both miss. 5 hits are needed to be scored in order for them to contend with the lead that Blackwind and Whitecrest now have, both of which are at 10 apiece. There's one. And 2. Can they get a third? No. Both shots went long. There's 4. And 5. Another combo.
Williams' 28-degree turn the port seems to have made a big difference in his accuracy. That and targeting the board instead of the bonus one in the back.
We're really getting into the last volleys here. Can they get more? And it's time. A respectable finish for Nova Balreska at 10 hits total. It will come down to damage output for these 3. Did they score enough? And now for Blackwind. No, scratch that. Whitecrest is going to use their advantage token to go before the last Blackwind Mortar team. CBJ and Real Homie Synth up to the line representing Whitecrest Mortar Team 2. Great use of that token here by Whitecrest. They see a real possibility of Whitecrest winning gold here, taking no chances, wanting to try and intimidate this last challenger. Their colleagues are already running for first place with 10 points. And of course, Mortar Team 2 only needs 3 points to tie on hits, and any more than that could actually put them into the lead. Opening shots are out, and it's a hit!
Two?
Yep,
That's going to be really hard to beat now.
I agree.
They are wasting no time getting what they need.
There's 3. Oh, such great teamwork between these 2. You can see how quickly they were able to get back into this, even after they were forced to reset after that Nova team pushed them out of their slot earlier. Will they add any more, or will they play conservative to avoid any potential penalties?
If it were me, I'd make sure I won before I do anything stupid.
Whoa, that shot was really close. I think he's going for that bonus target again. There's 4. That's probably all they need here. What?
They did it again!
They aren't going for the win. They're going for the record. CBJ with that shot this time. That's something you only see once in a lifetime on Tradelands. Whitecrest getting behind their team here may have just completed the impossible. We will have to see the damage totals. There's only a few seconds remaining. And that's it. What a performance by Whitecrest Mortar Team 2. Real Homie Synth and CBJ. I just have no words. Oh, we got to do a replay on that one.
Also, this is a combo hit for double the bonus points.
Watch the trajectory. It just nips the tip. Boom. Excellent work. And with that, our final challenger, it's got to be extremely stressful going up to the line after that, knowing that you have to put on quite a show. In fact, the show of a lifetime to have a chance at displacing Whitecrest now. Now we have Mudbone and Pinkerton Andre up to the line, representing Blackwind Pirates Mortar Team 2. Looks like Andre received a warning for not having his ship at the line. Nar has fixed that.
These moderators aren't messing around as they force Pinkerton up to the line.
First shots are out. They both go long. It doesn't seem like much, but it messes with the range, arguably giving you an unfair advantage if your ship's not touching the line. I mean, we saw how that slight port turn helped Williams earlier on the Nova run. Man, these long shots have been a problem for almost all of our contestants. Again, it's that naval doctrine at work. Pirates, like Nova, focus on that long range of attack over precision and accuracy like we're seeing with Whitecrest.
Mudbone is in the target area now.
Okay, we have a yellow card issued. Mudbone continues to fire, so we think this is on Pinkerton, which would be a 30-second penalty. That's a miss. He's arguing something with the ref, but we don't have access to the voice chat, and we don't have access to the in-game chat either, so I'm not really sure about that call.
Yup, looks like that's what it is. Pinkerton is requesting a round shot from his team leader.
Wait, he got up from his mortar.
Looks like he took his mortar and is going home.
Mudbone with a shot to center puts them on the board. Yep, that looks like Pinkerton is in the water. Pinkerton is heading to the shore. He's gone. Pinkerton has left the game.
Maybe he can't take all that pressure.
Mudbones with hit number 2, trying to keep it alive here. Is he coming back?
I don't think so, Thunder.
There's a third. Mudbone is actually having a really good round, all things considered.
It's really hard when you're down a man.
And that's time, 3 hits total. Let's see what's actually going on over here. It looks like Nat is inspecting his mortar. Maybe he thought he was getting banned. I guess that makes sense.
I mean, he could have been banned if he corked it.
What do you mean?
You know, like in baseball when you cork a bat to make it hit farther.
Oh, yeah, it could be. Although in this game, farther isn't better. Accuracy is what matters. I guess we'll see. All right, round 2. Pinkerton is back on his ship. It's a long uphill battle for Blackwind now. But let's see if they can do it. Mudbone with the opening shot. And hits. They're off to a promising start. Looks like Pinkerton is arguing about something again with Mudbone. I think he's waiting for his orders to fire? Near miss.
Nat is back at the referee's boat. Might be talking to Nar.
Oh, another yellow card has been issued.
On Pinkerton again?
If it's on Pinkerton, it would be a red card. Hit 2 for Mudbone. Oh, it is on Pinkerton, and it is a red card. Looks like Pinkerton has removed his mortar from his ship.
And I think he is shouting at Mudbone to look at it.
I really think he's too busy right now. Mudbone doing what he can to make the best of this situation.
Oh wait, no, Pinkerton is arguing with the ref, not Mudbone.
It looks like he's actually trying to fire his... it looks like he's trying to fire his mortar manually in his hand.
Looks like he did cork it after all.
Yes, that's an important lesson for all Tradelands players. Don't cork your mortars. You got a feel for Mudbone here. He's actually having a really good run. 6 total hits going solo. That's one of the best individual performances we've seen amongst our contestants. And yes, with that red card, Pinkerton is disqualified from scoring any points this round. So unfortunate for this team. It's pretty safe to say they won't be able to capture the gold from Whitecrest now. You know, I was just looking at the stats. Whitecrest has won the Mortar Competition the last 2 Burkeland Royal Games and is on pace to do a hat trick 3 in a row. There's 4th by Mudbone, and time. 7 hits by Mudbone, a very solid individual performance. Pinkerton and Mudbone giving each other death stares, and of course, no mortar to be seen on Pinkerton's ship. Not enough to make it into the top 3 in this team matchup. So that completes the Mortar Competition. Just waiting now for Nar to post the final results. And of course, Whitecrest Mortar Team 2 in first place. That's also the new world record, displacing the previous one at 15:04. Congratulations to that incredible win, it was well deserved. Pirates inched their way in the second, and Whitecrest Mortar Team 1 coming in with the bronze, inching ahead of Nova Balreska. And that will put Whitecrest and Pirates at 1 gold apiece going into our next competition, which is short swords. So stay tuned for more action to come at the Burkeland Royal Games.